Good morning, students. Aggregate demand and related concepts, chapter 7. Today's topic is aggregate supply. What is aggregate supply? Yes, it is the final goods and services, their value that producers are willing to sell or supply in the economy during a given period of time. Now, whatever is the supply for the producers, whatever quantity they are producing as output, in the same way they are also that much they are also paying to the factors of production. So as much output is generated, there is equivalent factor income is also generated. So output, total output is equal to the national income, or aggregate supply is equal to the national income. Here we are going to discuss now whatever income is earned by the individuals, they will either spend it on consumption or saving. So Y is equal to C plus S. We can also say that aggregate supply is equal to C plus S. Why? Because aggregate supply is equal to national income, because the output produced in the economy is equal to the sum of total of factor income generated in the economy. Now, if we see aggregate supply curve, it is same as the national income curve. They are same as given in the graph. So it is a 45-degree straight line. Income is represented on x-axis, consumption and saving is measured on the y-axis. Now the line is drawn by taking origin. From origin it is drawn at a 45-degree angle, which is representing income is equal to either consumed or saved. Y is equal to C plus S. Now let's see what is a consumption function. Consumption is a function of income, as you see here. What does it represent? As income increases, consumption also increases. Consumption is the willingness of households to buy the goods and services with their income at a given period of time. So you see in the graph, consumption is represented by CC line. Income is represented by OY line. Consumption is a psychological concept. It is different from person to person, related to his preferences and habits. Now we already are aware that consumption line starts at zero level of income with C bar minimum level of consumption is there. As income increases, consumption also increases. Slope of consumption is positive, but proportionate increase in consumption is less than proportionate increase in income. So please see towards the consumption line and income line. When consumption is more than income, before equilibrium point E, where consumption and income are equal, what happens? If you are consuming more than your income, you are doing this saving. If you are consuming equal to your income at point E, this is the break-even level. Saving is zero. When income is more than consumption, you are actually saving. So all the points are discussed here. Income is less than consumption, income is equal to consumption, and income is more than consumption. Slope is also discussed, and we also talked about the starting point of the consumption curve. So two different things are there, consumption and consumption function. Consumption is income spent on the goods and services, and consumption function is the schedules showing the consumption at different levels of income. Now Keynesian psychological law of consumption states that some minimum consumption is there even when the income is zero. As income increases, consumption increases, but income increases at a greater proportion as compared to increase in consumption. So consumption increases at less than proportionate rate of increase in income. This is given by the Keynesian psychological law of consumption. So this is the topic we are through with. We are able to understand aggregate supply. We are able to understand the components consumption and saving. We talked about the different slopes. We talk about slope of income, slope of consumption, and then different stages. Okay, thank you.